Hi, Jeremy here from Gamescape 3D. I'm just going to go over a few of the features I'm developing for my next Kickstarter, The Lost Keep. So without further ado, let me spin you around. Okay. One of the first things I'll say about the new designs I'm working on is that the resolution will be much higher, and I'm also eliminating the need for probably about 95 to 98% of the supports when you're printing. So what that means is faster printing since you don't need supports, less hassle, you're not wasting your time cleaning up supports, which is why I finally got sick of it. You know, if you're cleaning supports, there's something else you're not doing. In terms of the resolution, what that's going to do for you is it's going to keep your model investment relevant as 3D printing improves. Pretty much all of these are designed for resin printer level detail, irregardless of the size. So even though it might not be relevant to a lot of you now, it will be at some point in the future. The second thing I've done is I've been working on redesigning my stacker system, and I've broken those stackers into three parts. And what the stacker is it's basically the plug I put between building levels when you're stacking them up. On my first Kickstarter, I basically had a floor, this is the cap level, and then this is the plug underneath. And the problem with this is, one, you need supports to print this. Two, it has a limited application specific to parts that are going to fit this floor or fit this cap, and there's not really a lot of versatility there. And this is an early rendition, and I was like, oh, I should break these up. And I think what you're going to find is that this system is really the Rosetta Stone for creating, some of those gravity-defying Warhammer type buildings that allow you like so much. You're really going to be able to diversify your buildings as you're stacking them with this system, even though this particular example that I'm showing you is just a simple sample. So what you basically have here is you have your plug piece, and this is the piece that fits inside that keeps the floor from falling in. One thing you'll notice is that these designs that I'm doing right now are very precision. Nothing needs to be forced together. At the same time, they're tight enough that there's virtually no wiggle room at all. Every single design in this next Kickstarter will be dead balls on, and that's my guarantee. Anyways, so this is your plug piece, and then this is what I would call my cap piece. And the reason for these grid patterns, while we're at this point, is basically to use the 3D printer's natural tendency to create a cross grain so that these things are strong. I tried doing, a simpler version, without that kind of stuff, and these things just ended up snapping, the second or third time I tried to pry these things apart. So what you have here is you got your cap, and you got your plug, and I'm just going to put these together. And these are just little square dowels that I printed out, and they're basically loose enough that they slide right in, and they're just tight enough that they don't fall out. And that might seem a little loose to some of you, but you have to realize you're putting three pieces together, sometimes more, and by the time you've put that many pieces together, it's pretty tight. You almost wouldn't want it tighter. So here I put my floor on, and then there I have a comparable system. It's a little bulkier, but it offers a lot more options because I've divided these up. Okay, and that sits right on top like that. And then, from there, I can stack another thing on top. And then, let's see here. Let's go ahead and put our roof on there. You can see that roof, a nice tight fit. I kind of grooved it out, and I have some stacker pieces that are like this too. That'll be a new kind of stacker option, where I'm basically using the top of the roof to act as the top beam of these windows so that you can print these buildings without supports. Whoops. And you can see that's not fitting in there quite right. So when I talk about precision design, if something isn't quite going right, just try it at the other corner, okay? If it's not sliding right in, you're not putting it on the right way. And there you go. That's pretty That's a pretty nice fit. Well, you know, there's not even